my love seems to grow. There isn't any end to my devotion. It's deeper, dear, by far than any ocean. I find that day by day you're making all my dreams come true. So come with me, I want you to know I'm yours alone, and I'm in love to stay as we go through the years, day by day.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars, and let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Want me to bring a large, heavy box, trying to fool Eileen. And how excited we were that he was going to propose. We were all excited and happy that he had met and wanted to marry Eileen, even though she wasn't Italian. No. me then 50 years ago were prophetic. She said to me, friends may come and go, but we will always be family.
Now we're all going to cry.
I thought you were going to cry.
I can cry. I don't know why I'm crying now. And as family, we have shared happiness, joys, tears, and sorrows. We have been blessed with our children, our grandchildren, extended family, our friends. And while they moved to Poughkeepsie, Florida, and North Carolina, I remained in Albany. But we somehow managed to be together for holidays, births, deaths, graduations, baptisms, weddings, and on and on. We gathered often in Maine, and those remain my most cherished memories. Several years ago, when Dom and Eileen were living in North Carolina, I wrote to them, and I said it was time to come home, as I needed them. And without hesitation, they decided to return to Albany, to their roots, and retire in Albany. And so now we gather to salute them, to say to them, as they said to me 50 years ago, to you and to family.
I got to read you something I picked out of the internet last night. This is unbelievable. The Italian secret to a long marriage. At St. Peter's Catholic Church in Toronto, they have weekly husbands' marriage seminars. At the session last week, the priest asked Giuseppe, who said he was approaching his 50th wedding anniversary, to take a few minutes and share some insight into how he managed to stay married to the same woman all these years. Giuseppe replied to the assembled husbands, well, he said, I've tried to treat her nice, spend the money on her, but best of all is, I took her to Italy for my 25th anniversary. The priest responded, Giuseppe, you're an amazing inspiration to all the husbands here. Please tell us what you are planning for your wife for your 50th anniversary. Giuseppe proudly replied, I've got to go and pick her up. My wife reminded me, who by the way is also not Italian, she reminded me today that we should be giving Eileen some kind of a medal.
What?
An Irish lady who brought a huge Italian family to their knees with her kindness.
Jane, you would like that, right?
So let me ask you guys, do you know what you've done now? Do you know what you did 50 years ago? Look around. I won't get through this either. What you have is a room full of friends, all of whom were happy to watch you grow in your married life to where you are today. We thank you for keeping us there as your friends. Thank you, and God bless you. And happy
Maybe I should find out a little bit about this. I was a little serious and tried to find out what good anniversary toasts would be like. One was, it's so great to find the one person you want to annoy for the rest of your life. I think I did that. And on a more serious note, of course, is our wedding was many years ago, but the celebration continues today. And it is a celebration. It's a happy celebration. We've had so many over the years. All the weddings in this huge family. And I don't think I made a single wedding of any of my cousins, but I celebrate them and all our friends. It's just been a wonderful, happy life. And I thank Dominic for that. And the other thing I found out was the secret to a happy marriage. Does anybody know what it is?
A good sister-in-law.
Nobody knows what makes a happy marriage, but we do our best.
Yeah, very good.
Well, tough act to follow. First of all, thanks to Pat. I'm going to start crying now like Mary.
I can't answer for other people.
It runs in the Italian family.
Yeah, Patties are like that. What do
You know,
say?
first of all, you got to thank Patty, Sheila, and my son-in-law Andy for throwing this party for us.
Yeah.
They did their best. They can drink as much as you want because they're paying for it.
Bar closes in 5 minutes.
Wait a minute. Is that who negotiated?
So, what's that? We're really grateful to have everybody here. I mean, family, friends, relatives of both sides, my sister Mary and her family, my nephews and niece, and just everybody here, and all our close friends, some from out of town, some I've known for years, and we're just grateful to have you all here. But you know what? We made it through 50 years, and I was thinking about it. My mother and father had their 50th anniversary right here. A lot of you were here for that, in the old Blues Clubhouse. And at the time, I said to myself, 50 years, how did they do it? And here we are, with milestones. And you were all there, and you were all there for our wedding. As somebody said, it was the hottest day of the year. September 4th was record heat that day. We made it. But she's the person who made it. Really. Great wife, great mother, and great grandchildren. My 5 grandkids. And they're all here too. So I have one more.
Let me say this last thing here, and then you can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. He's interrupted me as usual. Nothing's changed,
You know, there are a couple of people here who were actually in our wedding who we haven't recognized.
Oh, yes. That's
And
it.
I do want to thank them for being here, for being friends for all these years. Down, I'll let you.
Okay. One of our ushers is here tonight, Peter Platt. Pete, stand up. Where are you? One of our bridesmaids.
Where's Leila? Leila's over here.
Leila, where are you, Leila? Leila Briner, right here. And her husband, Carl. So they were both in our wedding party, and of course, half this crowd was at our wedding party, I think, at least. So, I guess there's one thing in conclusion I want to say to sum it all up. I guess how we made it through all these years. In our kitchen, right above the sink, on the kitchen ledge, there's a little, I guess, soap dish. And on the soap dish is engraved in Italian. And Danny, don't criticize me about my Italian. He loves to criticize my Italian. And it says on the soap dish, Mia moglie ha sempre ragione.